Don't you ever get a craving for a quick and easy dessert that you can make in your home with no oven even involved? No-bake cookies are your solution. They use few ingredients, take little time, and taste delicious. I have made them for many holiday occasions, and all of my family members love them. The first thing you want to do before cooking anything in the kitchen is wash your hands or use hand sanitizer, because you don't want the germs to go in the food that people are going to be eating. Next thing you do is gather your supplies. Make sure you have a pan, a spoon to stir it with, plenty of measuring cups, and a dropper or a regular teaspoon or tablespoon to put the cookies on the wax paper or aluminum foil. The ingredients you'll need is peanut butter, quick oats, vanilla, cocoa powder, melted butter, sugar, and milk. The first thing you do is you make the mix by first turning the oven on, and you pour the butter in there, the milk is next, and then your sugar, which is 1 3/4 cup of sugar, and you used a 1/2 cup of milk and a 1/2 cup of butter. And then you do the cocoa. And for the cocoa, you use 4 tablespoons. One, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to make the main ingredients, and you just mix it until it comes to a boil, which will take about 1.5 minutes. You make sure that it's all stirred up well so that it makes the cookies right and they taste the same. The next thing you're going to do after this starts boiling is you're going to put the oats and the peanut butter in. We're going to let this boil for a few seconds because it's not quite there yet. Use 3 cups of oats, which we will add after it boils. You will also add the vanilla, which is 1 teaspoon. And we'll add that after it starts boiling too. The peanut butter you need 1/2 cup, so you can put it in any of the measuring cups that you've already used. And make sure it's the crunchy peanut butter or it won't taste the same. This is already coming to a boil, so it comes to a boil pretty quick. Make sure you don't use too much peanut butter either, or else they'll be too sticky and they won't harden right, because you don't use an oven with these cookies. Alright, that's the 1/2 cup. This is already coming to a boil. As you can see it's starting to bubble up pretty good. Now that it's to a boil, you remove it from the heat, or you can keep it on low. We're just going to turn it on low for now. And you add the oats, 3 cups of them. The vanilla, which was 1 teaspoon. And your peanut butter. Now you're going to stir all of this. It gets kind of hard to stir because the peanut butter's thick, but it'll melt once the heat gets on it. You just keep stirring it. already almost done. These take no time at all, and you can do them almost anywhere because you don't need an oven. Alright, just a few more seconds of this. We'll be almost done. Turn the oven off now so that they'll start to cool down a little bit before you put them on the pan. You can either use wax paper or aluminum foil to keep them from sticking, but don't just put it on just a pan without anything. Alright, they're about ready now. Let me get a different spoon so that we can use it. I'm going to use a bigger spoon. And you just drop them on the paper. And they'll harden on their own. It doesn't take too long. Probably about 30 minutes or so, and they'll be hardened. It might take a little longer or a shorter amount of time, depending on if you put the exact amount of ingredients or a little less or a little more. That'll all determine how long it'll take for them to harden. This makes quite a lot. As you can see, there's still a lot left in there. You probably need more than one pan because this is like a party size recipe that we used. Just keep on dropping them until you get the tray filled up. It doesn't matter which size you do either. Almost done with this. As you now know, no-bake cookies only require 7 ingredients to make. You never have to open the oven, and they're so easy that your kids can even help you make them. No-bake cookies are perfect for any event when you need a quick dessert. Thank you for letting me tell you about one of my favorite recipes, and maybe one day you can make this delicious dessert all by yourself.